Good morning, everyone. My name is Brenden. Could you imagine having to pull together the nation from the brink of economic collapse, as well as the horrors of war? Well, today I'll be talking about Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who did all of that and more as the 32nd President of the United States. Today we'll be talking about his story and how he became the most influential figure in American politics, as well as how his presidency still affects us to this day. First taking office in 1933, FDR, as he was commonly known, immediately got to work. To help ease the pressures of the Great Depression, Roosevelt began passing legislation such as the Social Security Act of 1935 to make good on his promise of a New Deal for Americans. These reforms helped slightly, but if history's any lesson, war's the real moneymaker. Throughout the early stages of his presidency, tensions rose in Europe, which came to a head at the beginning of World War II. Trying to make good on his promise to not send any Americans to die in Europe, FDR originally planned to stay out of the war, but instead sell weapons and supplies to the Allies. This bolstered the American economy. In 1940, Roosevelt became the first president in American history to serve a third term as commander-in-chief. Not long into his third term, however, the Empire of Japan conducted a surprise attack on the Pearl Harbor military base in Hawaii. With this attack, the United States entered the Second World War. Throughout the war, FDR's popularity began to rise with the staggering success of the war effort in the Pacific as well as in Europe. During the war, Roosevelt was determined to end it by any means possible, so began one of the most controversial projects in human history, the Manhattan Project. Upon being elected to his fourth and final term as president, Roosevelt's health was on the decline. He died 3 months into his term, April 12, 1945. Throughout his time as president, Roosevelt left a lasting mark on the nation and the world, whether for the good, with his economic reforms, or for the bad, such as the nuclear bomb. There is no denying that Franklin Roosevelt will go down in history.